Oh, and welcome to the show, Dria, Atlanta's own R&B artist, trap neo soul artist, one
Hey,
of the best
Mac.
up and coming in the game. D&D EP available on all platforms. Make sure you go check it out. Welcome to the show, Mad Max Radio, Live 365, iHeartRadio. How's everything going?
Hey, Max. Thanks for having me. Everything is great. I'm so excited to be here.
I appreciate that, and I checked out a lot of your songs. I would say "By My Lonely," "At Sea." Those are my two personal favorites right there.
Period.
Yeah, is "Focus" still your favorite song off the new EP?
The Focus is my favorite song, and it's just because music is so timeless. At the time when I was going through Focus, I was kind of dealing with that situation, but I'm really in that mode right now where I'm really just like self-driven, focused on me, my goals, not really looking for no love, not worried about none of that right now. So yeah, Focus is always my number one. By My Lonely is my single. So of course that's my fave, but Focus is that's my favorite song on the EP right now.
I
And
think
has
by
been.
I think by I think "By My Lonely" is a song that a lot of people can relate to right now because I mean we see what's going on now in the climate that we're living in. It's just a big toxic mess, and it's unfortunate that real people can't find anyone, and it's just we see the dating game now. It's horrible.
Exactly. It's like if you don't have intentions for me, I'd rather just kick it by my lonely. And that just goes with any type of relationship, whether it's platonic, a friendship, a family member, whoever it is. We just need genuine, intentional people around us, and that's just that.
I agree, and that it's so real, and that's what you do in your music is that you bring back the real in your music. I know Whitney Houston's that big inspiration. She's the greatest of all time to you. So when did they start? When did you really start to get called Young Whitney?
Ooh, young. Like people have always compared me to Whitney Houston and Fantasia, but one of my managers a few years ago gave me that name because I was singing and he was like, "You really got a voice like Whitney Houston." He was like, "That's what I'm gonna start calling you, Young Whitney." So he just took it and ran with it.
Yeah, you've been doing this for a while now. In 19, it was when you really started to take things seriously. So what happened to when you said, okay, because there was some mental health struggles and depression and things like that that really kicked in. So when did it really click for you that this was the journey?
Well, yeah, like you said, I did struggle with like mental health and depression and things of that sort. So I kind of just use music as my outlet, a way to like tell my story and kind of be transparent because I'm really like a closed book when it comes to venting and letting people in and letting people know what's going on with me. So it was kind of my way of letting my family know, like, hey, this is the mental state that I'm in. I'm not okay. And if y'all want to hear what's wrong with me, this is the way that I'm decided to deliver this message. And it actually kind of worked. Like I'll never forget one day I was riding in the car with my grandmother and I was on the way to take her to the hospital and I played a song and she was listening to it and of course it's just me and her in the car. So she sat there and she was like, "Is this you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she like, "Oh my God, you just sound so good." And I just never know you felt that way. And so that's kind of how I tapped into it for real.
Wow. No, see, even your grandmother saw the gift that you had. And like I said, you've been doing this for a while with going coming up in the church, going to different auditions. So do you remember some of these Tyler Perry movie auditions from when you were younger?
Yes. Well, okay. So I'm not going to say I remember an exact movie, but I used to be a part of an agency. I cannot remember what the agency was, but the agency basically like casted, always had casting calls for different movies. And I know at the time, I think I had to be like 8 or 9. I would have to ask my mom, but I was about 8 or 9, and I went to a casting call and I did a audition for a singing role, and I got the role, and they told me that the role was going to be for, I want to say for, yeah, they told me that the role was going to be for a future movie that Tyler Perry had coming up. But at the time, the agency, everything you had to do, of course, you had to invest money. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like now that I'm an artist, I see now that back then when they was asking for all this money for me to do this and do that, it wasn't in vain. Because even now as an artist, I have to invest into myself to make it to where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, we was going through a struggle. So my mama didn't have no thousands of dollars to give the agency for me to, continue on that journey and do those different things. So I kind of just had to take my own route. But yeah, I don't remember the exact movie, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna get back to you on
Yeah.
it.
So have you thought about getting back into the audition circuit potentially and trying to get involved with movies and things like that?
Yeah, of course. I think about that all the time. Like I submit music, of course, for like sync opportunities when it comes to like, just playing the music in different movies or TV shows or whatever the case may be. But I would definitely love to like have the opportunity to be like a singer in a movie or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Mm. Yeah, we'll
We'll
see.
see.
It'll
We'll
definitely
see.
happen.
In the near future, of course, I'm a brand, so that's always the goal to think big. So more than just the artist.
hmm So when we look at the whole spectrum of everything, Drake is your top
Yeah.
collaboration.
Drake is the GOAT.
I know that's like a hot topic right now with the whole Clips album going around now and the Kendrick beef still, I guess, still happening in a way. I don't know if it officially ended, even though everyone says Kendrick won. But what's your favorite Drake album?
Ooh, what's my favorite Drake album? All of them. I'm talking
All
about
of them.
all of them. All of them. Let me say, my favorite song is probably Keep the Family Close.
Keep the Family. Views. That's the first song
Yep,
off
that's on
Views.
Views. Yep, that's on Views. So Views is hard, but let me think. Yeah, Views.
hmm
Views. Drake tapped in on that album for real.
Yeah, that was a decent album. I like more old Drake stuff like Thank Me Later, Take
Thank
Care. I
Me.
like that
I
side.
was gonna say Thank Me Later is cool too, because of course, Shot for Me, that's still one of my favorite songs too. But he really tapped in on that album. I feel like he really kind of like opened up and let people in on what he really had going on in his life for real. Like I said, Keep the Family Close. That song right there is like I love that song.
Western
All of
Road
my let's
Flows.
just be friends. Probably aren't friends anymore. Yeah, for sure. That's my
Yeah, and
song.
that can relate to when you're in this industry because a lot of people just turn on you. Friends,
Exactly.
even family
Exactly.
becomes jealous at times, and it's tough. So you got to keep the family close, even if it's like one or two people.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I could definitely hear you doing a collaboration with Drake and Adele. Adele's another artist. I love learning about that.
Yes, I love Adele. I love Adele. I love Ariana Grande. I love music. I love music. So it's like music speaks to me. Like music is the frequency of life. So I love music. I'm an all around universal artist. It's probably not an artist that I really don't like for real.
hmm Yeah, I could tell that you're definitely a student in this. When did you meet Big A? Because he's the one that's been helping you out with some of the songwriting and things pertaining to your career. So when did you meet Big A?
I met Big A what like 2 years ago, maybe 2.5, 3 years ago now. I've always known of him because I'm from the South Side. So, he been making moves in the industry and, music wise. So I've known of him for a while, but I just like started connecting with him on a personal level more so about like 2.5 years ago. And we just locked in. Like, he helped me out. He definitely inspires me, motivates me, pushes me. He the one who really made me tap in and was like, Dria, you really can write, like, cause I always feel like I wasn't the best songwriter. And so he like, no, you really can write. Like when you really sit down and put your pens to paper, you tap in for real. But yeah, I fuck with Big A. Shout out to Big A. Shout out to Canal Studio, Southside shit.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to them. You're someone that goes through nerves at times when performing, especially when you were younger, learning the national anthem, performing at different events, sporting events. So, how do you overcome when you get the nerves when you're performing?
Ooh, I be trying not to like look at nobody. Like I kind of just like stare at nothing. Like I just stare into space or I think about something calm. Like I think about water. I love the water. Like anytime I'm at water, I'm at peace. So it's like I kind of just think about that because I do get nervous a lot. I do not know why either because I'm not a nervous person. Like it's so crazy that I'm not shy. I don't think that I'm nervous at all. But anytime I step on in front of a crowd and I put that mic up, all my nerves instantly just kick in. Like instantly, my voice starts shaking sometimes, and that's the worst as a singer. Like to be
hmm
singing and then your voice start cracking. That's so embarrassing. But yeah, I'm overcoming it with time.
How about sunglasses? I know that's why a lot of times you might see artists wear sunglasses. It may not even just because of the fashion side, but a lot of times it's them wearing it to overcome the anxiety.
Yeah, I do wear glasses a lot, and everybody always be like, "Dria, take your glasses off," and I'm like, "No, y'all, I'm an artist." But yeah, I do wear the glasses. Sometimes I love wearing them, but I be wanting to take my glasses off so that people can. Sometimes eye contact is important, especially
hmm
depending on the intimacy of your crowd. You know what I'm saying? Especially like when I'm doing like small, open mic, intimate settings, like I be want to connect with somebody because you just never know that might be that person that might feel you. You never know that might be the person that needed to hear this song, needed to hear them words. So sometimes just going through the crowd and just connecting with them. And when I say this one song, with this one word or whatever it may be. So yeah, every now and then.
Yeah, and I appreciate too. Al Nice sent me the photo. Shout to Al Nice, of course. He sent me the photo of you in the Death Row jacket. So are you a big Death Row Records fan?
Yeah, I fuck with that,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I bought that jacket. I bought that jacket like I done had that jacket probably what like 6 years now, and everybody be trying to buy it from me, and I will not sell it. I think it was like $300-400, and at first I did not want to buy it, but a stylist that I was working with was like, "You got to have statement pieces. Like that's gonna be a piece that you can always have in your closet. It's a statement, you know. And it say Death Row, so that's gonna automatically make people gravitate to you, you know."
Yeah, definitely. And Death Row's back now because Snoop Dogg owns it. So
Mm-hmm.
how would you like to become a part of Death Row
Nah,
Records?
I don't want to be part of Death Row. I don't think I want to be part of Death Row, but I fuck with Snoop. I wouldn't mind, collabing with Snoop on something.
Yeah, that would definitely be fire. I know Tupac is another one of the goats for you, and I agree. He was just a real artist, and he just didn't care. I think we need more artists like that. I saw a clip of him the other day speaking about one of the directors, the Hughes brothers, when he got kicked off of Menace to Society, and he was going in. He was like, "When I see you, I'm gonna basically beat you down," and all this stuff. We need more Tupac
We
energy.
do. Tupac was a poet. I hate that he didn't really get to like bless our generation for real. Like, granted, he's still impacting us because music is timeless. Like we said, it lives on. But it would have been nice to be in the presence of a goat for real, you know?
Yeah, another one. That's another
Another
one.
one for sure.
So, what do you have upcoming as far as D&D? Because everyone always wants to know new releases. You're someone that really takes your time with your music. So, what's the rollout here? Because I know you're big in you have a couple visuals. Another movie premiere. Are you going to be doing one of those? I know there was potentially
Uh,
one with At Sea.
It's crazy. I possibly might be doing At Sea has already dropped. So no movie premiere for At Sea, but I possibly might be doing a movie premiere for Focus. I've been working on the visual for Focus. It's about 80% complete. I decided not to rush it. I had a lot of struggles with Focus. My video for Focus been supposed to drop. I had a videographer run off on me for the video that I paid for. Literally came and shot the whole video and ran off. So it just been a struggle with getting Focus shot. So I kind of just went back to the chopping board and was like, okay, cool. Maybe I just need to do something different. So Focus is on the way. So y'all can look forward to that visual coming out. And it's gonna be a dope visual. So it very well may need a movie premiere. It very well may be. But yeah, as far as that right now, just doing shows, dropping visuals, just rolling out D&D for real. D&D is a really dope project, and I don't want it to get pushed behind. So pushing D&D. And then I do got a new song dropping soon. I'm figuring out a release date for that. I don't want to say nothing too major on that right now, but I do have a new song called Back Outside that I'm going to be dropping soon. I'm trying to figure out the exact date I want to drop, but yeah, Back Outside. Yeah,
Mm,
period.
yeah. So, how about the distribution deal? How are things going? I know that's something that you wanted to achieve.
Yeah, so no distribution deal thus far, but hoping, for the opportunity to get one. I have a lot of opportunities. Some things have been presented to me, but divine timing. I'm not rushing anything. I believe that timing is everything, and when it's your time, it's your time. I always want to make sure that whatever situation I walk into is the right situation, is genuine, and that the people that are presenting the opportunity and the situation to me are intentional about me and have the right intentions. So, until then, we on some by my lonely shit. We doing this shit independently. And, I appreciate everybody that do rock with me, that do support me, that do present me with opportunity. Shout out to True for, give me this interview with you. Yeah, I'm forever
Oh,
grateful.
yeah, oh, of course. It definitely is a pleasure having you here. So you're independent. We know already. You just mentioned it. So when did you really learn how to budget? Because that's what it really takes as being an independent artist. You have to be strict and invest in yourself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really just kind of got into creating a budget for my artistry. Like I did not think that I'm not gonna say I didn't think that because of course it take money to make money. You know what I'm saying? But it take money to make money,
It
and that's
does.
just the saying is easier said than it needs no explanation. Simple as that. So I really kind of just got into creating a real budget for my music because I'm like, okay, cool, this is what I really want to do. I really want to take this serious, and if I'm going to go far in this industry, then I have to invest in myself. I got to put some money behind myself. I got to pay for marketing. I gotta, and just create a bigger budget because small balling just not gonna cut it. Period.
Mm.
But I'm figuring it out and I'm making it happen.
No, you definitely are. You could see it just from the visuals and just the material that you've released this far. And even when I was listening to At Sea, it kind of reminded me of, I wanted to hear like a Fabulous on it because I feel as though when you look at Into You from back in the day with Fab and Tamia, I think that would be a great record if you were to do a remix, get
Oh,
Fab on there.
oh, Fab.
Yeah.
Fab, come through because I fuck with Fab. I love Fab. Fab the flyest nigga on earth.
He is.
Fab is the flyest nigga on earth. I'm sorry. Whoever felt like they was flyer to Fab, you're not. Fab be fly, man. I fuck with Fab for real. I would love for I need to collab with Fab. I need him to style me a fit or two or something. You feel me? But definitely I could Fab, hop on Etsy. DJ Max
Yeah.
said he would love to hear you on Etsy.
Yeah, I think that would be fire. I think that would definitely be something that would really go up there. So, from when we look at your fan base, what's the number one song so far throughout your catalog?
Hmm. I want to say "By My Lonely," but it's
Hmm.
not. By My Wait Up.
Wait up.
People love Wait Up. Wait
I
Up was
saw
the
that
first.
visual.
Wait Up was the first song I ever dropped. Well, not the first song I ever dropped. Wait Up was the first song that I ever dropped on major platforms.
Mm,
Um, because everything else prior to I always just released on like SoundCloud or Audio Mac, things like that. But yeah, Wait Up. Everybody loves Wait Up, and then it would be Focus, and then By My Lonely.
My lonely. Yeah, I'm telling you, when you listen to it, there's no misses in this catalog. From what I listened to, everything is a hit, and it's quality music. Because when I hear it, it's like, especially at sea, because I was the first one I listened to, I was like, it should be on the radio.
Oh, for real? That's
Yeah.
lit. Thank you so much. That's such a compliment.
Yeah, it should be. I know nowadays it's like the Payola Club or who I really don't know how like those main huge corporations really go through these songs anymore. I know back in the day it was based off of talent, but now it's more numbers. But to me, I was like, yeah, this should be on the radio.
Exactly. I remember I used to take my I literally used to print off a hard copy of my music and take it to the radio stations and try to get them to play my music when I was like 16, just making music. And yeah, I think times have definitely changed, but for sure, I definitely feel like every song I have should be on the radio.
I I agree with you. Yeah, DJs don't break artists anymore.
They
That's a
don't.
trend that I noticed is that DJs don't break artists.
They
They
don't.
don't work with independent artists. A couple of them do, but it's on the low. But no one takes chances anymore. It's whatever labels and money's pushing on them nowadays.
They
It's not
don't.
fair
And
to the upcoming artists.
it's not. And DJs break records. Like DJs are who break records. Like yeah, they have to break records. It's like I don't know. There's just so money hungry nowadays. But I can't even say that because I guess everybody got to eat. We
Hmm.
in a world where everybody got to eat. You know what I'm saying? But I do wish that we can go back to the old times where people believed in the artist and when they seen something in the artist, it's like, okay, cool, let me get behind them because it don't take nothing for you to spin a song. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but spin it out after you let the first verse play anyway. So just put it in the rotation. Like it ain't gonna hurt. And
Exactly.
I'm tired of hearing the same shit in the club. Like honestly and truthfully, like no disrespect to any of the artists that get spent in clubs on the radio or whatever, but no, this is no cap. I never listened to the radio in my life. I just got a new car and I don't have an aux cord in my car and I've been listening to 94.5. I promise you, from the time I get in the car to the time I get out of the car, I hear Wim Whammy 25 times. And I love Wim Whammy. Every time I hear it, I'm going to say, I'm talking about in it. But I'm tired of hearing it. Like, I want to hear something different, even if it's not me. Give any artist the talk, give any artist the opportunity, give them the platform to, put themselves out there so that we can hear different shit. Because there's so many talented artists out here that needs to be heard and needs to be seen.
I agree. Yeah, it's the same five songs, even in the New York radio stations. When you listen to them in your car, it's the same. And I listen to the aux chord. I just create my own playlist, listen to my own music because
Mhm.
I'm tired of hearing the same five songs over and over. And a lot of those five songs aren't good, but I'm not going to go deep into it.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's usually
Exactly.
how it is nowadays.
Exactly. Exactly.
Uh, so how about merch? Have you thought about creating some kind of merch or things like that?
Yeah, I'm about to redrop a merch line. I used to have merch back in the day. Like I have this campaign that I do. It's called Smoothies and Affirmations. So I used to like print hoodies and shirts with like different affirmations and things of that sort on the hoodie. So yeah, D&D merch is coming soon. Website is up. It will be posted soon, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot. Total rebrand for real. Like I really did a rebrand and I'm ready to like reintroduce myself to the world because that's something that I had to kind of realize like people don't really know who Dria is, like, so Yeah, merch on the way.
Let's get into the meaning behind your name because you have an acronym here that fits the meaning. So let's get into it for the people who don't know.
Dria is energy. Like Dria is
Mhm.
literally energy. It's Hindu, and it stands for like ambition, just having drive and just having that energy, just being goal driven, literally just energetic all the way around. But literally Dria is energy, like the mitochondria in our body. Dria is a suffix. It's when they put Dria on the back of any word, it means that there's energy involved in whatever that setting or whatever it means. So yeah, simple as that. I am the energy. For
Mm.
real.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So how do you remain focused during these times where there's lots of distractions? How do you get to click that DND, get into that mode, especially when you go into social media and you look at Instagram and the explore page and it basically tries to assassinate your mental health in the worst ways possible? Because that's basically what the explore page has become now. So how do you get into the mode of just getting into DND?
Mm, I've mastered the art of I feel like I've mastered the art of detachment. And it can be a good and bad thing, but when you don't really like attach yourself to too many things or places or people or anything, then it's easier for you to like stay focused and stay focused on what you need and what you want, you know? When I need to tap in and I need to focus, I literally just block everything and everybody out.
Hmm.
Literally. I put me some headphones on and I just get in that mode. Literally.
That's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Block out all the noise.
Yep.
Yeah. So how about your mom? Because your mom was the one that was sending you to these auditions. She was really putting you in all these curriculum activities and things like that. So how is she now as far as supporting the journey and everything?
My mama's support, she my biggest fan. Like she literally, I just did a show the other day and like people were literally DMing me like, you need to make your mom your background dancer because she was more lit than me. Like she was lit. But my mama definitely is my biggest supporter, my number one fan. Um, of course, she everything that I've college jobs, I done quit, dropped out of school, quit all my jobs because I'm like, I'm focused on my music. I gotta push this music. And so if I say anything, then of course she like, yeah, but you can work while you pushing the music. I'm like, no, because I need to focus on the music. Like if I work, I'm not gonna be solely focused on music. Like I feel like I'm a Jill of all trades. So it's a lot of
Mhm.
stuff that I can do. I have certifications, different things, of course, but it's just like I know that this music is what I want to do right now. And if I want to get to the place where I want to be with my music, then I really got to just lock in at least for a good year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like really just headstrong in the music and focus on the music. But yeah, she support me. She definitely support me. Shout out to
That's
my girl.
great. Yeah, that means a lot when you have the home family support and especially your mother because that'll really drive you to even go even harder and that's what you're doing. So
Mm.
how about when because you mentioned with everything with the radio station, did you eventually get played? Did they give you a chance when you were going to these radio stations with the CDs? Did any of them give you airplay?
No, I never got any airplay. Well,
Yeah.
no, I never got any airplay. Me and my cousins had a song that won on Battlegrounds. You know when they used to do the Battlegrounds number one and number two back in the day. Me and my cousins, we used to just rap. Like we used to literally go in the studio and make songs. And we got a song that got played on Battlegrounds. But yeah, nah, I never got any of my solo music played. Like I
Mm.
would drop it off. I don't know what they did with it. I don't know if they ever listened to it or threw it in the trash or whatever the case is. But it is okay.
No, hey, now you're going to get played because you're working hard. The music speaks for itself. It's going to happen here. How about the side hustles? Do you still, because you have some entrepreneur work side businesses, are you still involved with that, or is it now just completely focused on the music, like you said?
Nah, I definitely still have my all of my businesses. I have a few different LLCs. I have a smoke shop. It's called Hippie Heaven. I have a smoothie company. I have a liquidation company called the Treasure Box. I have a few different companies. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely do dip and dab in between those because, of course, I still have to make money. The music does
Mhm.
not pay for itself. But I'm focused on my music, but of course, my businesses are. I'm an entrepreneur. I do not work a 9 to 5. I'm an entrepreneur, and I do make passive income, and so different things like that. I sell digital products, just a few different things, just to generate income. That's all.
No, that's good. Yeah, you got to put all the focus as much as you can into what you're going to be doing for the rest of your career, which is music. And I'm sure you'll have other assets, acting and things like that, of course. But yeah, you want to focus on the entertainment side of things. So, how about for anything else? Do you have anything else that you're working on that we didn't touch on? Because I feel as though we touched on the whole journey here so far.
Yeah, we touched on pretty much everything. Like I said, website dropping soon with merge. Back outside. I do not have a release date yet, but I am dropping a single called Back Outside really soon. I'm working on a documentary.
Ooh.
I forgot to speak on that. I am working on a documentary, and yeah, like I said, right now just kind of rebranding and trying to reintroduce myself to the world so that when I pop back out this time, everybody know who Dria is and they know like she's that girl and been that girl and gonna stay that girl, and that's just that.
Hmm. Do you feel as though that you've mastered some of the goal so far, a little bit of trying to get out there to people that don't know you? Do you feel as though that's growing now since you
Yeah,
put
I
that in?
feel every I it's I literally be so surprised every day somebody DMs me and they're like, "Hey, your song just came across my Spotify," or "I seen this song on this," or "I heard this song on SoundCloud," and they like, "Oh my God, I love it." Like, I'm not lying to you. Listen, look at this really quick. Somebody DM me this morning and said, literally like, I screenshotted it. I just met this person. Actually, it was last night, yesterday at 9:12 p.m. Look what it say. He said, why this song got me in my feels? He talking about at sea. He said, it sounds so good. And the line where you said, and nothing good been on my mental lately. Oh my God, it just really relates. This hits really hard when you're going through something. Like, so you just never know. Like, you never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. So, I appreciate that for real.
That's love right there. Shout out
It's
to
the
that
people.
person.
It's the people. I'm sorry to cut you off. It's the people that you don't know that support you more than the people that you do know. Honestly and truthfully.
Oh yeah, yeah, I 100% agree with you, and it's a lot of it's a jealousy thing too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's envy, jealousy, and I never understood that when close friends and people don't. I understand, but I don't because if you really have a problem with me, why don't you put that into yourself instead of
Hmm.
hating? Put that all that hate into yourself. I don't get it.
Period.
But make yourself go harder. I don't know why you just sit there just hate people. I don't know.
Period. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've been that girl. Really been that girl since back then. And my mama and my daddy will say it and they can vouch for it. And my teachers, they gonna tell y'all in the documentary. But yeah, we don't be stressing the hate. We can't worry about the hate. We too blessed to stress, and yeah, that's that.
I agree. So what are some upcoming shows? You have any upcoming performances? You mentioned the one recently with your mother dancing for you at. So how about upcoming shows? Anything lined up?
Yeah, I do have a show coming up. It's like I would have to look at the flyer. I can't say exactly what it is, but I have a show coming up that I just recently booked this show, and yeah, that's it. A few different little shows, small gigs, nothing too major. But yeah, just expanding and traveling so that I can reach more people and get more people to know me and hear my sound. That's all.
Mhm. Yeah.
Just
New York, California, those are some of the places you want to go to.
yeah. I love New York and Cali. Those are my two favorite places. I'm always there. In Miami.
Of
Like I'm
course.
always there. I'll be in New York. I'll be in New York August, the first week of August.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's soon. Yeah.
I'll be in New York the first week of August, and I'm actually coming up there to work music wise. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Congratulations on that. Now it's a move. You don't know what could really spin off from there. It could be something that really advances.
Hmm. Yeah, I love New York.
Yeah, absolutely. Dria, anything else? Anything else you want to leave your fans with?
Nah, y'all know the vibes. It's your girl, Big Dria. Y'all can follow me on all platforms at Yes I'm Dria with two S's. D&D is out now. Go stream that. Y'all stay tuned. Tap in with your girl. Much love.
Much love. And thank you, Dria, for coming on the show. Shout out to Al Nice. He's definitely one of the best out there and getting things done. The best, in my opinion. You're always welcome on the show anytime that you have anything to promote. I have at sea in the rotation. I'll be getting focus in there too. And now that I know the visual is going to be coming out, get that promoted
Period.
for you.
Thank you so much for having me. Shout out to L Nice. I appreciate y'all so much for the opportunity.
Of course, anytime. Let them know they can follow you on Instagram, your social media platforms.
All platforms at Yes I'm Dria. YESSIMDRIA. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Yes I'm Dria on everything. Period.
There you have it. Make sure you follow or stay tuned. Dria, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Till the next
Thank
time.
you.
Of course, anytime. Bye bye.